is a beautiful thing for a country, a harmonious world. But fighting over trucker strikes, masks, laws, it's a heartbreak. And these attacks against Prime Minister Trudeau. Well, here's what I noticed Trudeau isn't doing. He's not speaking racist. He's not running down women's equality. How many women do not feel secure right now with what Jordan Peterson is saying? He's created his own, says he's against ideology. Well, that is an ideology of his own that he's wrote up. You know, the ideology of women not having equality, some archetypical sort of nonsense. He's an intelligent man. But remember what Einstein said. There's a difference between intelligence and genius. The genius is going to unify and help the world. An intelligent man can do harm with it. Use it as tools. Madman. Hitler might have been smart. He killed a lot of people. That's what you're getting. You're getting extreme hate, racism, inequality by outside forces of other countries. The collective of Nazis, collective of extremists. I'm a sort of a conservative in many values. I believe in a good, just society, Christianity, or spirituality, but I don't believe in hatred. I believe in a peaceful world where crime rates are increasing. The social media is being used wrong. Let's start using it as a tool of the heart right now. You know, I keep on looking at the press and questioning what the hell the ego is. Well, it's awfully inflated. Like, Nova Scotia had no right to burn down a Catholic Church. But this is the way the ego works. It says, oh, you're wrong. Well, they killed those kids up in Kamloops, right? Well, it wasn't just the Catholics. It was a whole collective. And it was a lot to do with colonialization and ideology. So they weren't always religious. It was a horrible thing for First Nations. But the extreme right are nothing to do with helping First Nations. Are they? Just keep the fossil fuels going, attack, hate. You know, I've been on the side of the First Nations. I've been on the side of migration people that come here. Black people, colored people, race, color, Asian culture. They all have a right to be here. All's welcome here. We don't put on a trucker strike. Understand what freedom is. They're using a word. It isn't freedom. Using a word called extremism that is just geared to call it freedom. There's no freedom in that. And only it's just this social media is being used as a bad piece of toxic tool. And we got to have a kinder talk about things in this world and really unify our countries. First of all, our Canadian economy is crashing. I don't believe the Bank of Canada. I really don't. I know it's at a tipping point. But if we don't unify and we're fighting, Hitler did that, and it was just killing and murder and Holocaust. You don't want that. When everybody pulls together and starts working, Iceland did that, and that's probably why he's attacking the Icelandic women that were engineers. They weren't Nazi. They were a mixture of all the parties getting together and unified. Communism, capitalism. It's when they reach these totalitarian fascism and totalitarianism. They reach extremes. They've gone too far beyond their capability. They're all based on fear and hate. What's hatred? It's just a reaction to fear and power. And power is a reaction to grasping, and that's a reaction to fear. Surrendering to kindness and helping each other would be a better world. But that's a democracy. Unity. A peaceful place I want you to have. So I'm really saying this to the younger generation because I don't know how long I'll have on Earth, but this is your world. I'm not being selfish. I want you to have a good life. I don't want you to have another Nazi revolution. And really be careful what you hear on there. It's pretty easy to discern evil. Where's there's hatred? There's no love. There's no God. There's nothing. Are you a spiritual person? Do you believe in a higher source of consciousness? Do you believe in love and brotherhood, sisterhood of mankind? That women are equal in this world of change? They are meant to be. So a Western woman will seem to love the Dalai Lama quote. Where's your spirituality go? It's there. But you're getting distorted by too much noise. So when we meditate, we come to a blank space. And that's the peace, where we need to be. So we need a little stillness, a little bit of mediocre. But we've had a lot of stillness. We've had this COVID-19. It's sort of isolated us. But how did you react for it? Did you take drugs? And did you get angry? Well, I think we all did. It's part of the collective to be isolated and worried about your jobs. Of course you worry. Change is always inevitable. But these are temporary measures. And we keep on fighting the system. Is it a good system? Question. Because I see some things that are right wing and they're not good. Getting rid of elders law. Well, who cares about that? See, you got another hate going on against older people, blaming us. Some of us want to help you and have a good life. Our purpose in life is golden years. I'm 67. I'm glad I'm alive, and I like you to have a good life. I don't want a mean world, and I don't want a world of you do this and you do that. That's the way it's getting. I want a world that's gentle, soft, kind. Because we've had the tough love of the extreme rights. I was a liberal at one time in Ontario, and then Mike Harris got in. I was listening to what he was saying. I knew people weren't working. They'd go and get welfare, and they wouldn't do anything on it. And then he got into tough love, and that's when you go extreme. Tough love, and he hurt a lot of people. He killed Indigenous people. Killed Dudley George, a police officer did that was under his command. I don't care if you say he didn't do it, he did it. But he got off, and they gave him a parliamentary award. Now, conservatism could be good, but not extremes. And it seems like it's being geared on that. The other parties are good too, but you're not listening to the NDP, the Green, or the Bloc. You've elected some embarrassments. Yeah, they're really embarrassing, some of those guys, I'll tell you. But does it sound like I'm anti-conservative? Well, I'm anti-fascist. many fascists that want a country that's going to work. Conservatives would be all right if it wasn't so extreme, just to get in power. Power in politics and corruption is ruining our country. It's tearing us apart. The trucker strike was not a unified field of making this country unity. And oil is destroying this world. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't like they've made it that people are denying climate change. And I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of listening to it. And it's not going to do us any good. I don't deny climate change. I know it's here. And it's caused by fossil fuels. It's caused by nitrates, too. Sorry, kiddies.